Hi and welcome to another battle report. Hitting my 2,800 point list. Same one I've been using for the last few, practicing up for the OFCC tournament. And I'm playing against James's Orcs and Goblins list. This is his list for the tournament. We're on the same team, so it'll be good. This army's a little unorthodox, so I'll try to go through it. Going left to right, we got vanguarded goblins on spiders. Then we got a huge unit, I don't remember, 20 plus goblin wolf riders with two goblin heroes in there. Then we got a goblin wolf chariot. I think that one has his level 2 goblin shaman on there. A vanguarded unit of 5 dog riders. We got a mangler squig. Oh, sorry, there's his goblin wolf chariot with casters in the back behind the mangler. We got a pump wagon with the outrigger and the better impact hits. Another goblin wolf chariot. I can't remember. I think it was 7 Savage Orc Boar Boys with additional hand weapon and a level 4 Savage Orc Shaman with a lucky shrunken head. Behind them we got, I think there's 6 wide, so I think there's 10 Boar Boys with the BSB and the General, and and that unit has a +1 leadership banner, so he has 10-inch or a leadership 10 bubble in the center. 2 of the bolt throwers, another mangler squig, a couple orc chariots with another pump wagon, same thing as the other one, outrigger and better impact, 2 units of goblin fast cav, and 2 more of those lovely bolt throwers. My army, yeah, it's the same as before. I'm not going to go over it. There's a cannon on the very, very left side that's kind of off the picture, and I scouted my my gutter runners up. I rolled and got the first turn, so it's just a straight battle line. So on to turn 1. Okay, Skaven turn 1. Not a lot happened. Yeah. Okay. My gutter runners moved up, and then I slinged his first unit of fast cav, killed them all, caused panic checks on the other fast cav, so they fled. My abomination needed to roll an 11 to get to those goblins, and rolled a 10, so just shy. My Jezzails are in the building, and I shot at the mangler, did 1 wound. So my cannons misfired both times. Well, they misfired on the bounce on both of them, so they didn't do any damage. Whatever. Magic, I think he stopped everything. Yeah, he did, because he had more dice than I did when we started because of his channels. So, on to James's turn 1. Alright, we'll try to go in this in order a little bit. The Spider Riders charged my cannon. We traded wounds. I made my leadership to stay. So he's expecting to get rid of that cannon right off. That was the only charge. Compulsory moves. He mangler squigged his own unit of fast cav, and of course went through my abomination due to it, which is what he wanted. Totally eliminated his own fast cav, and only got 2 hits, one of which got through his regen save on the abomination. So not exactly as good as he was hoping. Other than that, everything just kind of moved around. I think I shut down everything in his first turn of magic. The Goblin Wolf Riders failed to rally and fled next to the board, So they're not off, but they're close. And that was pretty it for his first turn. On to Skaven turn 2. Alright, Skaven turn 2. My Abomination, seeing the juicy big points of all those Wolf Riders over on the left, decided to compulsory move over there. Only rolled 6 inches. Just it wasn't meant to be. My Plague Furnace charged the Pump Wagon. Impact hits and toughness test killed it off. I didn't even get to attack. My Gutter Runners slid over and poisoned the Mangler Squig to death. Set my slaves up to block up his center. Close combat, his Spider Riders finally managed to kill off my cannon. Not kill off, they broke it and ran it down. Failed to do the restrain. So, there we go. And my other cannon still, I tried to shoot the chariot on the right and couldn't do it. Okay, yeah, I think that was it on Skaven turn 2. Alright, an exciting Orc and Goblin turn 2. His Goblin Wolf Riders didn't really have good places to go, so he charged my Abomination, hoping to do some stuff. So we'll hit that later. The big one was his Savage Orc Boar Boys declared charge on my slaves. I fled, knowing he'd have to pursue me down, and it turned out to be he needed to roll a 12 to catch him, and he rolled the 12 to catch him, so he's all the way in my deployment area. That kind of sucked for me. Other than that, some movement around. His Goblin Wolf Riders in the back rallied. Some repositioning. He turned and moved his Spider Riders up so they could charge the wonderful Jezzails in the building. The Mangler moved over to go help with my Warlord unit. And then in the close combat phase, the Abomination goes first because he's ridiculous on initiative for being a monster, and did feed. So every model in base to base takes a strength 6 hit, die 3 wounds. This killed one of his characters in that unit and then did a couple more wounds. And then with all of his attacks back, he did 2 more wounds to me. I lost combat, but I stubborn stuck, and there you go. On to Skaven turn 3. Oh, forgot in the magic phase, I lost a lot of Storm Vermin due to 2 successful Footed Orcs that hit on them. And then he rolled a 1, and so I placed it on his Boar Boys, and it scattered a little bit and killed 2 guys. So that's where the Storm Vermin went. Okay, on to Skaven turn. Okay, Skaven turn 3. A lot of chargers went off here. Charged my Storm Vermin into the Pump Wagon. Easily destroyed it in close combat, overran into the chariot behind. The little Doomflayer weapon team declared a charge on his other chariot that last turn my Jezzails fired at his wizard on the chariot, killed the wizard. And so I failed that charge. My Clan Rats on the right charged his other chariot, who fled. So I failed. My Plague Furnace charged and killed the Bolt Thrower and overran to the other one. Same thing with the Gutter Runners, charged into the Bolt Thrower, killed it, overran to the other one. That Pump Wagon on the right's not there, it's dead. The Clan Rats with my Grey Seer charged the flank of his Savage Orc Boar Boys. Actually, I think I killed one in close combat. Broke. I only rolled 3 inches to pursue, so he got away. The Jezzails fired at His Spider Riders trying to cause a panic check. Caused a panic check. He passed the panic check. Dang. Magic phase. The Plague Priest has Cloud of Corruption. So I cast that with a lot of dice. Did damage everywhere. I love that spell. I used to hate it. Now I love it. Yeah, I did wounds to chariots and cavalry and all sorts of things. Abomination close combat did feed again. So I killed his other character off, killed his champion, did a couple more wounds, and then there's also the initiative test. So I think I actually won combat this time, but he was steadfast and stuck. Cannon on the right, still can't hit a thing. I think it was either misfire or strength 2 and not doing any damage, or short or whatever. Cannon was doing nothing all game. There you go. So on to Orc and Goblins, turn 3. Orc and Goblins, turn 3. Yeah, not well. It was kind of a bad turn for him actually. So go with the exciting stuff. The chariot and the orc boar boys charged into the flank of my storm vermin. And the wonderful spiders ran into the building, killed guys, and overran. I think we played that right. I'm not sure. So wiped them out. The Goblin Wolf Rider horde, not really horde, but finally lost combat again on my abomination and ran off the board. I successfully did not pursue. Mangler Squig decided to go through the combat, so he went through my storm vermin and his boar boys. Only did like 3 hits to the storm vermin and did 9 to his boar boys and just annihilated that unit. Everything that was fleeing rallied. My furnace killed it and overran off the board. My gutter runners killed the other one, chose not to overrun. Close combat, my warlord challenged his big boss, lost horribly and died. And I stuck to being steadfast. I still have a rank, and he doesn't have anything that takes away my rank bonus. So I was steadfast on my 6, 7. Yeah, it was a 7. With the Battle Center Bearer reroll, I stayed. Everything rallied. Magic, I think he tried Foot of Gork, but it scattered off of a unit, and that was it for it. So, yeah. So on to Skaven. Alright. Skaven turn. Yeah, we'll just hit the important parts. The furnace came on and did the Cloud of Corruption again, and basically annihilated every one of his units around. It was close enough to hit both chariots, annihilated the chariots, killed the rest of his boar boys, even the BSB, took off the chariot behind him. Yeah, and the Mangler Squig. I mean, it killed everything. I charged my clan rats into the flank, or into the chariot that was not in combat anymore. He chose to flee with that, so I redirected into his boar boys. Then the chariot gets killed by the magic. My gutter runners only killed 2 of the last of the fast cab over there. Broke his war boss, but he got away. And that was pretty much it. So on to Orc and Goblins turn 4. Alright, Orc and Goblins turn 4. Yeah, maybe I think those that Wolf Rider was dead. I think that's what it was. So his war boss rallied. The remaining spider riders ran around the building to hide. The savage orcs turned around and started going towards the cannon. Get rid of my get away from my main stuff. Tried to foot a gork and failed. That was pretty much it for that. Okay, I'm just going over the rest of the pictures right now. My furnace charged his war boss. He fled. I don't remember. I think we did it out of sequence. I think I moved the abomination first. I shouldn't have. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Cannon finally killed something. Killed his level 4. And then the gutter runners slinged the other twos to death. Yeah, so that kind of there. On his turn, or he moved there, whatever. It didn't really matter. I ended up running down his war boss with my furnace. The only thing left on the board was 2 spider riders hiding behind the building. So almost, it was a major victory for the Skaven. Thanks, James, for being a good sport about it. And stay tuned for another battle report. Thank you.